fire. We are here to light the fire. Dream, design, delivers. Dream, design, delivers. Innovation is the heartbeat of progress. Innovation is the heartbeat of progress. It is the bridge between what is and what can be. It is the bridge between what is and what can be. Today we unlock the hidden power of human brain. Today we unlock the hidden power of human brain to solve the mysteries of tomorrow. To solve the mysteries of tomorrow. Be bold, be bright, be boundless. Be bold, be bright, be boundless. Master the idea, move the world. Master the idea, move the world. The brain is a galaxy of billion sparks. The brain is a galaxy of billion sparks. Today we map those sparks. We turn the quiet whisper of a new idea. We turn the quiet whisper of a new idea into the roaring thunder of a global change. Into the roaring thunder of a global change. The spark of the mind, one thought, one pulse, one realization. The spark of the mind, one thought, one pulse, one realization. Tonight we don't just gather in a room. Tonight we don't just gather in a room. We gather at the edge of the future. We gather at the edge of the future. We are the architects of the unseen and the dreams of the unknowable and the dreamers of the unknowable and the dreamers of the unknowable. Born to wonder, built to weave. Born to wonder, built to weave. From the spark to the sun. From the spark to the sun. Master the idea, move the world. Master the idea, move the world. To Honorable Chairman Sir, who is the architect of our school. To Honorable Principal Ma'am, who is the guiding light of our campus. And distinguished guests and below parents. Innovation is a light that refuses to fade. Innovation is a light that refuses to fade. It is the courage to ask why. It is the courage to ask why. And the strength I can believe, begin, became. Believe, begin, became. We are the 18 minds, 18 sparkles, and one infinite possibilities. Group A, Group A. We are the innovators and trailblazers of seventh glory. Seventh glory. Shaping the future with creativity. Shaping the future with creativity and courage. And courage. Stepping forward from the cheerful corridors of K.D.B. International School and Junior College, Lakmapur. We are not just students of Lakmapur. We are not just students of Lakmapur. We are the stardust of Meghnadsa. We are the stardust of Meghnadsa. He decoded the star to redefine the future. He decoded the star to redefine the future. In the golden history of Indian science, in the golden history of Indian science, one name shine as bright as the sun. One name shine as bright as the sun. He proved that you don't need the crown to be the king of the cosmos. He proved that you don't need the crown to be the king of the cosmos. You only need a brilliant mind and restless spirit. You only need a brilliant mind and restless spirit. Just as we found the fire in the star. Just as we found the fire in the star. So let's find the fire in our own innovation today. So let's find the fire in our own innovation today. So let's search, soul and soul. So let's search, soul and soul. As the spotlight shines bright, as the spotlight shines bright, our performance unfolds tonight. Our performance unfolds tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we present you a story of a great, a story of a star, and a story of a man who taught India how to shine. Who taught India how to shine. Silence your heart, open your mind. Silence your heart, open your mind. The light of eternal atom begins now. The light of eternal atom begins now. Do you know, friends, who Meghnadsa really was? Do you know, friends, who Meghnadsa really was? No, I don't know. I have heard that name, but just another name in a history book. The star do not look at your background. They only wait for your eyes that have the courage to find them in the dark. But he didn't start in a laboratory. He started in a pitch black and darkness of a tiny village called Cherotali. Imagine a boy with no shoes. Imagine a boy with no shoes, cleaning in the dirt, watching the rain wash away his path to the school. While others saw mud, he saw the reflection of heaven. He was a boy born in a party, but his soul was wealthy with curiosity.
space. Knowledge is the key to unlock universe, and I want to know it all.
He is not just learning, he is not just learning, he was building a bright vivid earth and stars, earth and stars. Meghnad, why are certain stars? They are the far, unreachable and abstract.
Sir, understanding star is understanding nature itself. To know the universe is to know the laws that govern everything given life on earth.
In a star, a dream was born. A scientist's journey became overcome with challenge, with determination. As he guided, he reached the top. His work on nuclear physics, a great stop.
Your equation, the stars equation. Your equation, the stars equation. It can predict the temperature and composition of stars.
It will revolutionize astrophysics globally.
Adult Meghnad.
Not for fame, not for applause. Knowledge is a torch. It must illuminate the world, not the ego. He showed that science is not just a knowledge. He showed that science is not just a knowledge. It is a service. It is a service. A story of great tale of whale. A story of great tale of whale. A scientist worked to divine treat. A scientist worked to divine treat. A Padma Bhushan award is achievement sign. A Padma Bhushan award is achievement sign. A two-patriotic working for nation progress divine. For nation progress divine.
We string life as a weed. We string life as a weed. He studies hard determination. He studies hard determination. He founded his institute. He founded his institute. A galaxy promoting. A galaxy promoting. Dr. Shah, your work is world class. How can India nurture more scientists like you?
Create opportunities, not barriers. Teach young men to question, encourage curiosity, and maintain the wealth of a nation. It's not just in its land, but in its thinkers.
Sir, today we are facing distractions. Social media, instant fame shortcuts. How can you follow your path?
Curiosity is most important than comfort. Discipline is most important than talent. Question everything but verify everything. Knowledge without ignorance is worthless. Serve humanity, not your ego. सितारों का रहस्य जिसने दुनिया को बताया, सितारों का रहस्य जिसने दुनिया को बताया, विज्ञान में भारत का नाम बढ़ाया, विज्ञान में भारत का नाम बढ़ाया, संघर्ष जिसने शिखर को छुआ, संघर्ष जिसने शिखर को छुआ, मेहनत का संदेशा दुनिया को सुनाया, मेहनत का संदेशा दुनिया को सुनाया, संघर्ष जिसने शिखर को छुआ, मेहनत का संदेशा दुनिया को सुनाया, मेघनाथ साहा नाम सदा जगमगाया, नाम सदा जगमगाया. A success came not from applauses, a success came not from applauses, but of creating value of the world, but of creating value of the world. Dream not just of reaching stars, a dream not just of reaching stars, but of bringing the energy of stars, but of bringing the energy of stars down to earth to light up the every home, light the every home.
The star whispers secrets only diligent. Their knowledge is a flame to ignite without fear. Those who serve the world in silence became immortal in history's light.
Remember the youth of India. Remember the youth of India. Look at the star. Keep your feet on the ground. Look at the star. Keep your feet on the ground. Understanding the nature but act as responsibility. Knowledge without essential is the light. Fire without the control. Dream not just for yourself but for a nation. Dream not just for yourself but for a nation. Science is the power but service makes it eternal.
Curious minds, fearless thinkers, science for humanity. India rises. India rises. The stage is silent but the stars are screaming. The stage is silent but the stars are screaming. His name who measure the breath of the sun. His name who measure the breath of the sun and the pulse of the rivers and the pulse of the rivers. Step into the brilliant minds of rebel scientists. Step into the brilliant minds of rebel scientists. The architect of the scientific India. The architect of the scientific India.
Shahjahan's contribution to India was a super project of a national protection. He was the first to realize that India wouldn't cross space without a significant backbone.
रास्तों में कांटे के हजार कदम चलते रहे लेकिन पैर थके नहीं. कदम चलते रहे लेकिन पैर थके नहीं. मुश्किलें आते रही लेकिन हौसले डूबे नहीं. मुश्किलें आते रही लेकिन हौसले डूबे नहीं. अपनी प्रतिमान के दम पर गड्ढा एक साधारण सा शव the citizen of the world, but he belongs to his country first. But he belongs to his country first. When it is in need. When it is in need. His most magnificent super project. His most magnificent super project was the multi-purpose river widening development. Before Saha River, like Damodar, were known as the river of sorrow because they wiped out villages every year. Nuclear Foundation. He founded the Shah Institute of Nuclear Physics in Kolkata.
He didn't just float, he brought electricity and hope to the rural heartbeat. He believed that India should be our lifeline, not our graveyard. Believing in science for the nation, progressive scientist, winner, true leader, success never called policies, true inspiration for the nation, drive. The fire of sacrifices, a rebel in a lab, a rebel in a lab.
His surface was not just physically but professional. A scientist of his caliber would have easily won the Fopoyo Shah's icon nation that make a star are made up.
हाथों की लकीरों से नहीं कर्मों से अपनी पहचान बनाई. हाथों की लकीरों से नहीं अपने कर्मों से अपनी पहचान बनाई. विज्ञान की दुनिया में भारत की अलग धाक जमाई. Instead the sacrifices, his time, his health and his potential, global fame to fight in the Indian Parliament for a common man. He knows that knowledge is useless unless it is harnessed to provide food, clothing and shelter to the millions. Conclusion.
He rose from the mud of the villages to the highest of universe, not just to become the famous, but to bring the light of science back to his motherland.
Let history remind us that no dream is too big, and no village is too small. Let us be the light. Let us be the future. छोटे से गांव में जन्म लिया. ज्ञान का दीप उन्होंने जला दिया. तारों की भाषा समझी उन्होंने. विज्ञान का नया रास्ता दिखा दिया. सहायनिकारण सिद्धांत बनाया. सूरज तारों का रहस्य बताया. मेहनत हिम्मत लगन की कहानी. भारत का नाम जग में चमकाया.
सपनों को सच करना सिखाया. विज्ञान से दुनिया को समझाया. मेघनाथ साहब महान थे ऐसे जिन्होंने भारत को गर्व दिलाया.
As the echoes of our performance fade, we stand as the trailblazers of a new beginning. The journey of Meghnad Saha reminds us that every conclusion is merely the prelude to the greatest discovery. We extend our most profound and heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished chief guest. Your presence has been a source of immense inspiration. And thank you for giving us the heights of success that are reachable for those who dare to dream with their open eyes. Our deepest respect goes to Honorable Chairman Sir. Thank you for being the visionary force behind our institution. Your leadership continues to ignite the fire of presence, your unwavering support and highlighting presence had made this program from a mere event into the monumental milestone of creativity and thoughts.
Today's learners, tomorrow's leaders.
नचदी आरज़ू रुक न जरा न तू राह तुझसे रूबरू थोड़ा सा तू रख सबर थोड़ी कर जल्दबाजियां मंजिल पे रख नजर सफर लंबा है ओ तेरी की चाल चल रहा बन के तू आग जल रहा सांस में आधी आधी खून तेरा उबल रहा ये ज़मानों में शोर है तेरे हाथों में जोर है इम्तिहानों की नोक पे हौसलों से संभल रहा लिखे तू एक फसाना तेरा मुट्ठी में है ये जमाना तेरा लिखे तू एक फसाना तेरा रोशनी ढूंढे तेरे घर का पता चांद होना चाहे सिरहाना तेरा कह आसपे कभी ना सफर ये हो खत्म बस तेरे वास्ते बन के तू आग जल रहा सांस में आधी आधी घूम तेरा उबल रहा ये ज़मानों में शोर है तेरे हाथों में जोर है इम्तिहानों की नोक पे हौसलों से संभल रहा